class, so for today's lesson, we're on lesson 3, and we're going to continue working with math drawings to help us understand equal groups, and we're going to be continuing to show repeated addition. But the one thing is we are going to practice using doubles to help us solve our problems a little bit more efficiently and quickly. So what I have here is I have a math drawing of equal groups. You can see that there are 4 counters in each group. So first thing is, what kind of repeated addition equation could I draw to match this picture? So what I see is that I have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, so then the thing that we want to look at is there a way to simplify this repeated addition equation or make it a little bit easier for us to solve? And that's where doubles comes in, because if we know our doubles addition facts, then it's a lot faster to add things because you already have that fluency, in your head ready to go. So if I think about doubles, I know, and I'm going to do a little number bond. 4 plus 4 equals 8, and 4 plus 4 equals 8. So now I have a doubles addition equation. I have 8 plus 8, and that equals 16. So I was able to represent the same type of equation just in a simpler form. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 also equals 16. Now this is the part that I like the most. I can move these counters to show 8 plus 8 into 2 equal groups. So let me show you what I mean. I have 8 in one group and 8 in another group. So I can move, hopefully. So I can move these counters now into groups of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's one group of 8. And actually, I'm going to do it with black so it looks kind of the same. And then over here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So now, there we go. Now my drawing is going to kind of match exactly what I did with my doubles. I have 2 groups of 8, 8 plus 8, and it still equals 16. It's just shown in a different way. So this is kind of what I want us to be able to do, is be able to move the objects around and create different equations, even though we are still able to get to the same answer. Let's say we have a problem that says show 6 groups of 3. How would we go about doing that? Well, first thing is we always want to show the groups first, because that's just kind of the easiest way to go about solving the problem. So I'm going to draw 6 big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in each group, it tells us how many it wants of 3. So I need to show 3 in counters inside of each circle. So I have 1, and I'm going to double it. Okay, so I went ahead and I put 3 counters in each group. So this should show 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each of them has 3 counters. Okay, so then I need to represent it doing a repeated addition equation. So the way that you would go about doing this is showing 3 plus 3 plus 3. Those show kind of my top groups, 1, 2, 3, and then I have to keep going, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Okay, so this is why doubles is a faster way to go about solving your problems. If you are able to simplify this in any way, it's going to make it a lot easier than having to go 3 plus 3 more plus 3 more plus 3 more, and so on. okay? So what I see, and you might see it a couple different ways. I'm going to do little number ones. I know 3 plus 3 equals 6. And then I see another 3 plus 3, that equals 6. And 3 plus 3 equals 6. So you could go about adding it that way. That's one way. 6 plus 6 equals 12. Plus 6 more equals 18. Okay, so you could go about solving it that way. Now there's even a faster way of doing doubles, and that is by, I'm going to erase these real quick, by seeing three numbers that can get put together. So I see right here, 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9, plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. 9 plus 9 also equals 18. Okay, so using doubles or finding a way to simplify the problem is what we're going to be practicing today. Okay? Okay, so the last part is we have a word problem to look at, and again, it's super important that you read the directions carefully. So it says, markers come in packs of 2. If Jessie has 6 packs of markers, how many markers does she have in all? Draw groups to represent Jessie's packs of markers and write a repeated addition sentence. Use doubles to help you solve. Okay, so first thing we need to do is figure out how many packs she has and how many go inside of each pack. So we know that Jessie has 6 packs of markers. Okay, so I'm going to draw 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see that, especially right here, has 6 packs of markers. And then it says markers come in packs of 2. So that means in each pack, there are 2 markers. So 1, 2, and I'm going to represent it with a drawing first. Okay? So I've already done now the first part of my problem that it asked me to do, which it said right here, draw groups to represent Jessie's packs of markers. That's what this is. So check, did that. Okay. Then the next part, write a repeated addition sentence. Okay. So now I need to come up with a way to show this with repeated addition. So I see 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals blank. Okay, now I'm not done yet because it does very clearly state right here in the directions, use doubles to help you solve. So it doesn't, the directions don't want me to just go through and count by 2s and show it. It wants you to show that you can count by doubles, okay? So now what I got to do is figure out what is the best way to solve this. And I immediately know 2 plus 2 is 4 plus another 4 plus another 4. Okay, then maybe I can simplify this even more. I know 4 plus 4, and I'm going to put my plus signs, equals 8 plus my last 4. Now I just have to figure out 8 plus 4 more. I know that equals 12. Ooh, that's a bad one. Sorry, guys. There we go. A 12. Okay, so I can double check and I can skip count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I double checked and I got the right answer. So it equals 12. And we always talked about writing out your answer in word form. So I'm going to say Jessie has 12 markers. Okay, so I always want to double check that I did everything that the directions asked me to do. I drew a picture, I did the repeated addition sentence, and I used doubles, which is what I, especially right here, to help me solve my problem. Okay, so that's how you would go about solving one of these types of word problems.